Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. And as sometimes usual, we have Selena over here too, who is kind of sleeping. There she is, my big black blob. And also Biscornu. So, welcome to anybody who is new, and welcome back to all you crazy people who keep watching me. Um, this one may be long because I have a. There we go, a crap load of things to show you. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to didn't want to shake too much there. Because I had a one of my weekly things had 10 different projects, so 10 different projects. Some of them I worked on more than once, but some of them I've only worked on once, but I still got enough done. So, oh yes, and awesome teacup. I still love it. So, let's go ahead and get going here. So first off, uh, for like updates, life updates and such. Work's been fairly busy this week, but I have obviously got a good bit of stitching done. Um, I did spend some time up in the mountains last weekend, and it actually snowed. Eee, that was so fun. So I don't get to see snow terribly often. If we're lucky, sometimes we'll get one or two little snows here. And then it wasn't much, but it was really pretty. Even though it wasn't sticking all that much, it actually snowed for a while. So that was actually really nice. So yeah, it was really pretty. Um, and it was very windy, so it was very like blustery snow, which was pretty cool. So anyway, so that was fun. Um, actually, this is kind of in the midst of a lot of traveling that I have to do. So, um, this weekend obviously is fine. Next weekend is fine. I think maybe 2 weeks from now I may not have another video. Um, and then the week after that I may or may not. I'm not sure. So, um, and I apologize because I know a lot of people are new and came in, and so this is really unusual for me to have this much traveling to be done. But a lot of these are places that I haven't been able to go, conventions and things that people haven't been able to see in like 2 years. So that's why I'm kind of traveling a little bit more this year. So there you go. Yeah, I guess that's really about it for the for life updates. So yeah, just keep in touch with that. Now I'll keep you. I should say I should keep you informed. So this is again the amazing teacup that Brendan and Karen Fox and Rabbit Designs got me. So cool. And also the tea in there is the T2. I believe they called it Paris breakfast or something breakfast. But it's like it's essentially it's no, I'm sorry, it was like French Earl Grey. I think that's what it was, French Earl Grey. So it's like Earl Grey with a little bit of, I think it was maybe vanilla and something else. I forget, but anyway, it's really good. It's kind of a twist on Earl Grey. It's very yummy. So I am enjoying that, and I'm enjoying having to use. Usually in the past, I had cups that I could just put in the microwave, so I would just microwave the water in the cup. I'm actually having to use my teapot again, which is kind of nice. Just plain old electric kettle. Switch it on and um, boils the tea in about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes. So it's really no slower than the microwave. Um, and you could do more water, so if I want a second cup, which I probably will, then you've got that extra water going. Also, it is cloudy and it just started raining, so I apologize that the light will probably be crap, but that's the best I can do. All right, so let's go to the comments. Definitely got uh, some good ones going on here. As I say every time, I read every comment, I respond to every comment, I enjoy every comment. So definitely comment. I appreciate it. Also, I'll say this because YouTube likes me too. Like and subscribe does help me a lot. Um, I did go back under 350. Oh well, that's all right though. So not gonna have a second 350. But I mean, people come and go, so it's all good. Now this is a new commenter. I don't remember seeing this name before. Total Stitch Show, which is an amazing name. I love it. Holy cheese, good omens. You don't see very much stitchy stuff with this. That's true. I actually have some patterns, and I don't remember who they're from. But if you go to Etsy, and just look up Good Omens Cross Stitch, there are a couple of people that have several different designs. None of them are like as big or as involved as um, the stained glass, but there are some really cute ones. I know Taylor and Cromwell have a couple, um, and that's a um, couple of ladies that I have bought quite a few patterns from because they do some Hamilton patterns, and I have those. Um, Actually, I think I think this one is Taylor Cromwell. Yeah, it is. So I haven't worked on this one, but I'll show it to you just since we're talking about it. Yeah, this is Taylor and Cromwell. So it's just a whole bunch of so yeah, there's people and they're on Etsy. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of different quotes. My favorite is still, "Oh Lord, heal this bike." So there you go. So yeah, there are some good omens cross stitches if you look around a little bit. And my pile is falling because I have too many. Stop. Okay, that'll have to do. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so just look around. Um. Oh yeah. You said that you had something that you're doing for the Betty White tribute sale. What are you doing? I'm kind of curious. I know that Coffee Stitcher is doing something, but it's not the Walk Fast. He has a different one that I don't remember what it is, but it was cute. So I know some people are doing some other ones too. That's what I said. The Fab 50 sale is huge. It is. I'm really kind of afraid that I'm not going to get the frame done before they start coming out in June. And I'm really afraid that if I don't, I'm going to fall behind and I'm going to stop and I'm not going to do it. Which I don't want to do, obviously. I have some other sales that I have kind of sort of abandoned ish. So I really need to get going on that one. Let's see. Oh, I also like the Long Dog. I haven't seen that one before. I think You Belong to Me came out November, December-ish, so it was about the end of the year last year, if I remember correctly. It's fairly newish. I don't think it's their newest one. I think they released one pretty recently, like in the last month, maybe. But it's fairly recent. Also, hello, I just stumbled across the channel today. Well, hello, welcome. Hope you like it. I hope you like the kitty and the bee and all of my tons of stitching that I have to show you. There you go. So, hi. Let's see. So, Deb Hargrave says, love the teacup. I do too. Looks like a William Morris design. If anybody knows how to look this up, um, as to what it is, I have no idea, or I have no idea how to look it up. So, I'm gonna be kind of curious. Oh, I love the video. Oh, I love the cat. I have five. So, if you have five cats, does that make you the official crazy cat lady? Just asking. So, anyway, but thank you though. I appreciate it. Marumi, I think that's how you say it. I have to say you've converted me to the double bergamot Earl Grey tea from Stash. Yes, another convert. It is amazing though. If anybody likes Earl Grey and they like that bergamot flavor, I highly recommend it. Love that seaweed fabric. Very nice color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find something really special to put that on. I don't know what yet. So it might be in my stash for a while until I find that perfect thing for it. X Dog Stitch and Tea. Alan Brown's my favorite. I saw him on book tour for the Good Eats third book. Um, I don't know what book he was on at the time, but my husband and I were living in Orlando, Florida in the early 2000s. So, sort of in like 2001, 2002, 2003 ish. And he came to the Barnes and Noble that I was working at. Um, and I mean, he stayed a lot longer than he was supposed to, because he was trying to. I think he got through the whole line. A lot more people came than they thought, and I mean, the line was just like around the whole. They just had to wind it through all the bookshelves. And so he stayed a lot longer than he was supposed to, and to sign everything, which is really cool. So yeah, that was very cool. My brother has a black minivan with Vader as the license plate. He calls it the Dodge Vader. I love it. My car is not nearly all that interesting. It's just a little gray Honda, so it doesn't have a particular name. Now, the I had my first car was a blue Saturn. That was that was Big Blue, which was kind of the joke because that was what IBM was called, and I was working kind of as a subcontractor to subcontractor and worked a little bit kind of IBM ish. So I thought that was kind of funny. My white Saturn, I don't think it ever had a name. I didn't have that a terribly long time. It was unfortunately a little bit of a lemon. Um, this car I have not. I don't think I've made a nickname for it yet. I probably should. But anyway, let's see. Oh, I had the Frosted Pumpkin National Parks and stash. Yeah, I really want to redo that one. I did the National Park postcard one from them. I haven't seen the postcard. I'll have to look that one up. I have not. I bet it's cute. I'm sure it's cute. Um, but I don't know what that one is, so I'll look that up. So thank you. Appreciate it. Terry Hall said, "So bees can be introverts. Interesting. I know, right? I had no idea. They're fascinating. I love bees." Healing Gamer says, I bought Hoity Toity from Long Dog in the fabric. I need to save up for the fancy floss. It takes 35 skeins. Um, I mean, I don't. I've seen Hoity Toity. I don't remember which one it is, so I don't know if it's singular or multiple color. But honestly, if it's a singular color and you want it to do in one color, getting a hank of silk is a lot cheaper way to go. It really, really is. I mean, you can get them in all sorts of colors. Um, and I mean, I don't know. And I don't, like I said, I don't know what you want to do with hoity toity, but it may be something you want to think about. That's all. Um, what Hey are you going to start? It is. Let's see. I wrote it here somewhere. Oh, Strength Story Keep. I didn't write who it was by. Um, it is. So it's one of the bookmark shaped ones, and so it's kind of a olivey green background, and then it's got this kind of black tribal-ish sort of dragon design in the middle. It's pretty simple. So I wanted to kind of go easy with my first aid. I haven't started it yet. I don't really know when. I don't have a particular time that I want to start it. It's been in my stash for a while, so who knows? Hopefully, maybe soonish. But I mean, if you start it, then I can start it with you. So there you go. Let's see. I love your ringtone. Thank you. Yeah, that was accidental. That I got a phone call, but it happens. I have my phone turned down this time, so hopefully no one will call. But yeah, got some wonderful stitch of kindness. Yeah, I know these guys are amazing. Foxy Rabbit, Karen and Brendan. The fabrics are beautiful. I'm gonna have to look up solitary bees now. Um, yeah, so yeah, again, like I said, I'll have to figure out something really nice to do with the fabrics, and I'm gonna have to read up more about solitary bees too. So there you go. Debbie Sisk says, "Holy snap, that's awesome! Monday's my birthday, so that's an extra special treat. Well, happy late birthday now, and I will get that out to the mail to you this coming week. So I apologize for the little bit of a delay there. I love seeing the fabrics you've seen. They do some beautiful stuff. Yes, I do. I would highly recommend, especially they really Fox and Rabbit really specialize in linen. So if you are a linen stitcher, which is a lot of stitchers, I would definitely highly recommend looking at Fox and Rabbit stuff. Um, they no, they're from Australia, and they are in the U.S. for they're in the U.S. for the thing, the whatchamacallit that happened last week or the week before. So there may be a little delay in sending, but it's their fabrics are absolutely worth it. So. And finally, Joanne Matthews says, "Thank you for another great video. I look forward to all you put out. You're awesome." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's always nice to hear. You know, that's always a nice thing to when people like what I'm doing. So thank you. All right, so that didn't take too terribly long. I'm only 15 minutes in, and I still am staring at this gigantic pile of stuff that I have to go through. But that means there'll be a lot of stitching stuff this week. Awesome. That is not okay. Good. Just want to make sure I wasn't my tea wasn't leaking. All right, so this is in no particular order. I just kind of piled them up. So as I said, I'm a part of some Facebook stitching things, and so they'll have like different prompts for different weeks and such. And so one prompt last week, I think it was to work on it. Well, there were 10 prompts, and you got a bonus if you worked on 10 different ones. So of course I did. Because, I'm OCD and a nerd like that. I worked on 10 different ones. So there you go. This one is one I haven't touched in a while, and I really should. I believe this was one that I'm closest to finishing. Even though I'm not really close to finishing it, it has so much, excuse me, I'm sorry, so many fewer stitches than the rest of what I have here. It still wins by default for closest to finish. Wow. And I got the hiccups. Awesome. So, Mill Hill, buttons and beads. This is, oh, there we go, Enchanted Pumpkin, which is not gonna, heap. Anyway, there we go. Enchanted Pumpkin. And this is, you can't really tell, but this is it's full coverage. It's a full coverage Mill Hill. I didn't even know that that was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. Okay, and my thread is going everywhere. There we go. So, there we go. And so this is, we got all the stem up here, and this is, of course, you can see the outline of the pumpkin coming around. And I also, just to do some fill in, like I said, all that is filled in. Now, these spots that are empty, obviously, are where beads go. But yeah, all of this is going to go over all of that. So yeah, and you can see, obviously, where beads are in the side and in the bottom as well. So yeah, it's still got a long way to go. And I don't. It's not looking good that I'm actually going to finish that for next Halloween, but we'll see. So that is the first one. Let's put you back here, I suppose. Another one that you guys have not seen in a while that really needs some love because this is supposed to go to oops. This is supposed to go to D when I'm done, and I know that they want to stitch this. So this is Cottage Garden Samplings, A Time for All Seasons number 10, October the 31st. Look at that. Look at that crow. Isn't he cool? So, it's not really all that big. I mean, this is obviously not the full thing, but, that's a little bit of the pumpkin below here. So, this really just goes down to about maybe here-ish. Um, it's just that, as you can see, the design in the crow is, like, really kind of ornate, kind of detailed. Oh, look, otter space. Anyway, so it takes a while. It's a it's a pattern, but it's still kind of tough because you still have to be very careful about following it. This is another one of those kind of like the "You Belong to Me" that you really can't mess up because it's a very symmetrical pattern. So yeah, that is October 31st. That is the Give D the Bird Cell, I believe. Um, so yeah. Uh, and here's one that a lot of you probably have not seen at all because I haven't pulled this out in a super duper long time. And I don't have a picture, so I'm just going to have to flash this up super fast. But, there we go. So the cat has been fed. Don't fall for her bullshit. Yeah. Um, and so I finally have the meow done. And then this is the outline of the cat. You got some whiskers. So this is the head, whiskers. That's a little tail, and then this is the body. Oops, that's the body over here. So there you go. And this is a very open. Um, I don't know what it is. It's not well. It's probably a fabric filler because it's white on the back, but um, it's kind of a bluey and greeny and purpley. It's really pretty and very wrinkly. But this is the purple is 2 strands, but the black is 3 because I'm trying to give it better coverage. And honestly, it's better, but I mean you can still see little spots. But yeah, so it's 2/1 and 3/1 for the black. So yep. Um, now that I've done the meow and I'm onto the body, um, the body is just a couple of colors, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, 1, 2, 3. It looks like so. It's mostly purple. Then it's got a little shading. So really, fill-in should not take that long. So I really do need to give that some love because I don't think it would take a terribly, terribly long time to finish. I just would need to actually do it, obviously. All right, another one you guys haven't seen for a little bit, but I have been doing some work on this one. Where is it? There it is. Another one that I really want to give a little bit more love. Heartstring Samplery, Christmas Bell Sampler. There you go. So, and that's really not the type of um, border that I usually do. So I am struggling a little bit with the border, but most of what I did this time, actually, I think all of what I did, is it? Oh no, that is okay, was the words. So I finished the herd, and then I do the on cry. Okay. Anyway, and just a little bit of the S. You can really see the nice variegation on this. That is, what is that one? This is, keeps falling on my hand. Nope, that's not English ivy. Tin roof. Where are you? Ah, this is Cauldron by Classic Colorworks. So there you go. I'm not sure that any of these are actually the color they're supposed to be. But anyway, but yeah, so that is that. So one more quick look here. There you go. And the other ones are, you can see it a little on the, I think that's tin roof or something like that. But the rest of them are, and these are actually 2 different colors, so obviously not, you know, not a variegation. But there is variegation on those other ones, just not nearly as much apparently. But that's okay. It's still cool. I still like it. And yeah, that is almost definitely not going to get enough love to get done before Christmas. Unfortunately, I wish, but just I have too many other things I'm thinking about. All right, so I know I talked about Taylor and Cromwell and Hamilton before, so let me find. There it is. This is Hamilton versus Seabury, Farmer Refuted by Taylor versus Cromwell. Taylor and Cromwell. Okay. And of course, as I've said before, this is the um, Farmer Refuted song from the play Hamilton. So you can actually see where I've finished. So here, and then up here. So I'm somewhere between. I'm probably about 2/3 done. So I really could get this done before July the 4th if I wanted to. And I really, really do want to. I would love to get this done before July the 4th. So, I have worked on the Lead You Astray and Look at the Cost and then New. So that was a good bit of stitching there. This one requires a little extra because it's black. So I actually have a light. Whoop! There you go. Ta-da! Which I got. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera there. I actually got that light at one of my local retreats years ago, a couple years ago, 2, 3 years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I guess now at least. Um, so that was one of the little extra things that we got from the retreat of my LNS, which was nice. Um, come on, get back in there. There we go. So what I do is I'll put that in front, and I'll have this light behind, and then I'll have this on my lap. And between the three of those things, I've kind of worked out this little way to do it. I can actually see the um, the holes well enough to work on it. So it's not ideal, but it works. So I'm gonna skip that one because I want to come back to that one later. Tell you what, we'll do this one next. This one is actually getting a good bit done, even though I'm not that motivated to finish it quickly. But it's getting there. I mean, I still have a lot to do. This fish is going to take up a lot of time. This is for the Betty White tribute sal. This is a walk fast sampler. There we go. It's like that old Scandinavian saying: "You can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk fast or he'll die." So I'm kind of going across here. So not not halfway. I'm somewhere maybe between a third and a half. So I forgot to say so that I think the Christmas sampler was on the vintage white chocolate mocha or something like that. I don't remember what. I think the October 31st might actually be on ale. And then those are all Ada obviously. And then the Farmer Refuted, I know is definitely on 16 count, I believe, Black Ada. This is Demoiselle, um, which is a really cool kind of a rainbowy sort of thing. But there you go. So that is where I am right now. So you can see both sides. You can see this edge, and then that is the opposite edge right here. So that is as wide as it's going to be. Still going to be a bit longer. But I was working on these flowers, this bird, and right now, and in the middle of this tree. So you can see the um, doing the middle of this tree right now. So that is where I am right now. Try to, there we go. Get that off. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And of course I have these Stay Golden. So, you know. I believe that Stay Golden is from Vicky Stitch and Button. And I think she still has some. So, even if you're not doing a Betty White sal, it's worth. Oh, and the bag is from her as well. Corn. Just why not corn? Um. So yeah, that's definitely worth grabbing if you're old like me and remember the Golden Girls. And yeah, this is not going to go back in, but that's okay. So I know I was talking about the Good Omens earlier. Speaking of things that I was talking about, and there we go. There it is. All right. This is the Good Omens stained glass. There we go. Ta-da! And as usual, I am working my way across. I am, whoops, there we go, over here with the flaming S word. So, I know. It's, I don't know if there's actually anybody who used to watch Celebrity Jeopardy that, from Saturday Night Live that gets the S word joke. It began with a bloody S. But anyway, so, let me not throw my needle everywhere. There we go. All right. So, I have been working um, on the side here. Don't ask me why I skipped that. I have no idea. Also been working in the little flaming part of the flaming sword, and also the sword part of the flaming sword. For some reason, I haven't finished any of those three sections, and I'm still doing them separately. Usually I finish a section and then do the next one, but for some reason I've been skipping around. So there you go. But yeah. Ta-da! The flaming sword is flaming. Huzzah. So, what is it that Aziraphale says? Here, flaming sword. Um, here, flaming sword. Good luck. Don't let the sun go down on you here. Something with that sort. I don't know. Anyway. Anybody who's watched Good Omens hopefully knows what I'm talking about. That's almost at the very beginning of the first episode. So, and then the first 5 minutes. This is Flaming Sword does come back, but you get to see it at the very beginning of the show and a couple times after. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. If you haven't watched the show, then that doesn't make any sense at all. So never mind. All right, I am just skipping along here. Hopefully, I'm not doing this too quickly. Um, if anybody wants me to go into detail about anything, that's just on a white 8. So I think 18 count. If anybody wants me to go into anything a little bit more, I definitely can. I just know that I have a good bit here, although not a whole lot left. So I don't know. Maybe I've talked fast enough that this is actually going to be really short. So sorry if it is. Sorry if I've talked too fast. But anyway, um, we got One Nation by Bygone Stitches, and as I say every time, this picture does not even remotely do it justice. And so, I've been working on this for a couple different things, and I guess it's back over. So, I have been doing a little bit of the stripes here. I needed one prompt that was red, so I did some red. Um, and I don't remember why I did that. I think maybe I needed a prompt that did the white. But I am back over here. Other than this stuff that I've done over here on the side, I've also made this next row. There's only one more row here, um, and I also started doing a few more of the stars because I really, really, really want to get these stars done. So I still have what, like 10 or 15 left, something like that. So yeah, the fact that the United States has way too many stars. No, not really, but I know we keep talking about maybe getting another one if Puerto Rico joins, but so far no luck. But anyway, so there you go. So that's some of what I've done. Sorry, but what I've done. Some of what I did was covered up, but it's so hard to get these things in and out of the Q snaps. Um, you will get to see as soon as I'm done with the stars. If I'm ever done, then you'll get to see that. That will definitely not be done for July the 4th. Maybe July the 4th next year, but not this year, for sure. There's way too much of that left. All right. There are actually only two left, and they are the two big ones in the two very large um, stitch and button bags that I sent the fabric and she made. So this one, once again, I don't have an actual pattern for. Let me pull the thread. Okay, come on now. There we go. See if I can pull the thread at least a little bit away. Oh, that one's still in here. Okay, well, anyway. This is the Fab 50 cell. And there's really not much to see. I've got a good bit of that rolled up. So I'm about, um, yeah, I think she just, I think a bird just, I don't think you probably didn't hear it on the camera, but a bird just tweeted outside, and that got Selena's attention. I know, you're awake. Um, I think I'm only about maybe a third of the way down and about half the way across. So, yeah, I got a long way to go. And so, and all this is filled in, like on the side here. And then, obviously I got a whole bunch of the tops. So, yeah, it's really not much to see. This is a 18 count, easy grade, I believe. So, yeah, it's very slow going. And, obviously, got to have the Mickey stuff. So, and as you can tell, you can see up here as well, the different boxes are different sizes, but they usually meet up with each other, and they're standard sizes, but some of them are like double wide, and some of them are like single wide. Um, but they're all the same length, I believe. Um, so yeah, this definitely took a lot of planning for the person to do. Um, and so I definitely applaud um, just their planning and all the logistics that had to go into this making this pattern. So um, it's tough. I really it's already mid March, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish the whole thing before, or at least the shell of it, even if I haven't filled stuff in. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get to finish it before June, but I'm gonna try. I'll try my hardest because I really, really don't want to fall behind. Um, this is so this box here actually is box number one, which is why I was trying to work down here. But box number two is like way the hell down here, and so I'm trying to work my way downwards. Um, but yeah, so worst comes to absolute worst, I can do box number one, but um, they're coming out like fast and furious. There's like 2 or 3 a week, I think, because I'm assuming they're small. Like they're not feeling like some of these are pretty small boxes, but and I'm assuming they're not full coverage, but um, you know, once they start coming out and they're gonna be like that, and I don't know if that even heard that, but there we go, like that. Anyway, so you're not really gonna get a whole lot of time to catch up. So yeah, that's that, I suppose. And last but absolutely not least, because I definitely wanted to show this one last. So I guess no particular order except for this one. You know it. You love it. Oh wait, hold on. I have to do this first. Oh, my weekly God, this is gonna it's gonna start getting all my oils all over it. But no, my weekly silk rub. This is the infamous "You Belong to Me" by Long Dog Samplers. And I tell you what, man, I'm up here going across, and I'm already more than halfway across. Um, and I'm tell you what though, I'm working hard on this thing, and I don't know when I'm going to get this done, but I mean, if I keep at this pace, maybe this year. Um, so yeah, this is about halfway, and I'm sorry, like I said, I rolled up a good bit of what I did, but this is where the 2022 is supposed to go. I may put the 20 and then a 2 and then just wait for the last 2 to see if I actually get it done this year. But you can see some really nice variegation, especially in here. It's really random as to where the variegation goes. Um, so we've got a bird with a fish up here, and I guess it's feeding a baby bird. And there's about to be 2 really large birds right down here that are coming up. So this is definitely the bird motif section. But yeah, so that is working hard. This is papyrus. Yeah, it's not really. You're not really seeing the really nice papyrus. Oh well, hold on. There we go. That's much better. A little bit of cat hair. Really cat hair. Anyway, so there you go. That's the nice papyrus, and there are little imperfections of color here and there. So that's not anything I spilt on it. That is a part of the pattern, or a part of whatever the dyeing process is. So, yeah, that is my somewhat record run through of 10 projects. I can pretty safely say that is the most projects that I've ever worked on in a week, or maybe it was about maybe a week and a half. I'm not sure exactly, but in a very short amount of time. Ah, so my tea's getting cold. Sad face. I did forget to say this at the very beginning. There were no finishes, no FFOs. Obviously, that's kind of a given with me. Let me see if I can push these over to the side here so I can go to the next part. There we go. There is a little bit of haul. Not a whole bunch, but a few things. Um, Tomorrow I will be going to my LNS for the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks because of traveling, and so they have all of the things that I got from Market there. Market was what I was trying to think about from Fox and Rabbit. They're in the United States for Market. There you go. But so that will be a good haul for next week. Like I said, next week should be fine. It's the 2 weeks after that I'm not sure about um, if I'm going to be able to uh, do. And I don't know if you could hear, but there's some. I don't think it's coming up on the camera, but there is some rumbling in the background. So I did actually a couple days ago just post up my Sips by box, and I played back the video, and you can hear the very large rumble in the background. It didn't pick up the whole thing, but it rumbled for like 10, 15 seconds. Yeah, it's rumbling out there now, but um, yeah, there was a large rumble when I was playing that when I was recording that video, so that was kind of interesting. But anyways, the first one, and oh, I hate it. I hate that it doesn't look as pretty. So I ordered the frosted pumpkin under the sea box because otter, not box, but under the sea kit because of course it had otter, and you know I can't not otter. That's just not a choice. And I'm sorry that I couldn't show you how pretty it looked. So it came with a little like bow around it, and everything was all nice and packaged together. So it's not as pretty as it was before, although it's still nice. But it came in this great little package here. And like I said, it had like a little bow wrapped around it, and everything's all together. So it was really, really cool. So I'll kind of pull out some of this stuff here. So it came with a whole pack of needles, which is 26. So I think that's kind of a medium sized. Um, and I'm not gonna undo these, but three beautiful classic color works that were stitched that were kind of braided together. So this is deep blue sea, uh, cerise, which is the pink, and then shamrock. So you got kind of the light blue, which is the shamrock. Oh, there we go. The deep blue sea, which is that one, and then the cerise, which is the pink. These two don't look that much different on camera, but they are. And then you got the. I'm trying to keep these together if I can. The Nessie fabric, which is a 14 count Ada, which is a pretty kind of. That's pretty close. Kind of a. Kind of a. I don't know. Grayish sort of blue. Blue sort of gray. I don't know. But anyway. And then finally, look at the way they put these colors together. Isn't that not beautiful? And you can see under the sea is. Um, and then under here is a little free pattern. It's a little it's like a little cute little cupcake. So look at these colors. Are those not beautiful? You know the otter is that color right there. I'm sure. So but anyway, so the way that I had this did not do justice as to how beautiful it was when I got it. I do believe that I put a if you go to my Instagram, I do believe I put out a picture of how it looked. Oh no, I'm messing it up. No, don't mess it up. There we go. All right. Ah, this is what I get for trying to take it back apart. So, yeah, darn it. Oh well, I'm just messing up how pretty it was. Now, so the first pattern does not come out until I believe the 25th. So I believe that's a week from today. Come on, are you gonna? There we go. Focus. There we go. So there's no hurry for me to unpack this or anything like that. So but yeah, there we go. So very very pretty frosted pumpkin. Oh, a little bit of a funny thing about this. So this came out. I don't remember what day. It was like about maybe 3 weeks ago, and I knew the day it was going to come out. Obviously, they said, and I'm like, okay, I need to grab this. So I made a So I got myself a uh, I set myself a an alarm, and I did not realize that this was at about the same time that I had an eye exam. I may have talked about this a few weeks ago. If I did, I apologize. So, um, I was like, okay, well, maybe my eye exam will be over by the time, because I think this started at like 11 Eastern or something like that. So I'm like, okay, and I think mine was at 10 or something like that. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. So, um, I got the eye exam, and of course, as a part of the eye, because this is one of the bigger eye exams, like not like this, they shine a light in. They actually did the whole dilation and all that stuff, and they gave me those really stupid, like wraparound plastic sunglasses that go over your eyes. Oh, it's terrible. So you could drive, but you had to wear the sunglasses, because literally, like, any sunlight was just like the saturation was turned up to like 13. It was crazy. Um, but think of like a oversaturation of like white, but like everywhere. It was crazy. But anyway, so I got done, and I was like, okay, well, it's just a few minutes before, so I left. There was a gas station like literally across the street from the I place. So I'm like, okay, well, I needed to get gas anyway. Um, so I got gas, but pumped it with my sunglasses, and then I sat in the car with um at the gas station with my stupid sunglasses on, um trying to order this. So I'm literally, okay, so let me get my phone. So I'm literally holding my phone like this because your eyes are dilated and you can't see close up. So I'm holding my phone back here trying to order and hoping to God that I ordered the right thing, because I couldn't read all the details on there, even with my glasses on. It was it was not good. So I did end up. I'm like, okay, that says Ada, right? Okay, that says Ada. So yeah, I ended up ordering the right thing, thankfully. Um, and so I probably need to get in touch with Frosted Pumpkin and tell them the story because they'll probably appreciate it. But so yeah, I ordered, and I drove home thinking, boy, I hope I ordered the right thing. And a few hours later, I looked up my thing. I'm like, okay, good. I'm good. I'm good. Because, I was like, well, if not, I have time to get in touch with them because they won't. They weren't sending out right away. Obviously, they were, doing a few things. They were getting orders first and then sending them out like maybe a week later. So it wasn't that bad. So yeah, that was fun. We'll go with fun. But yeah, that was very interesting. That's the weirdest cross stitch order I've ever done. Not gonna lie, bar none, that's the weirdest. So yeah, that was fun. All right. The only no, two things. Um, I'm probably going to have to cut this one off. Not because I don't like the fabric, which I do, but it's not terribly big. It's 13 by 17, so it's a really small fat quarter. And two, I'm also already getting Fortnite fabrics. So I will probably end up stopping colored cotton, but I still recommend them. The price is good. The fabric is really nice. I like colored cotton. Some people don't like them. They think it's too wide of a weave or too kind of floppy, but I like it personally. Um, but this is limestone, so it's really just kind of a basic. I mean, it doesn't really look gray to me. This is really just a very basic beige, but it's really nice, and that's pretty true to color right there. This is a 18 count Ada, yeah, 18 count Ada, 13 by 17, so kind of like a small fat quarter. And that's not actually a color variation in the middle. I don't know. It's just my camera being stupid, I guess. But anyway, So yeah, there you go. So that's really nice. Again, I definitely recommend them. It's just that I'm trying to cut down on some stuff. So there you go. Last but most definitely not least, because Vicky Stitch and Button just will never let me not buy things from her. Um, well, uh, first off, the virtual stitchers, little reminder there, and Sebastian, because she saved it for me. But come on, look at this, all the bee stuff, all the bee stuff. So yeah, I thought that was really cute with the bees and the skeps and the combs and little fake ads, not real ads, but But yeah, I thought that was really cute. So yeah. Um. All right. I think that is all that stuff. Wow. And it's. Sorry, that was my my Xbox turns on randomly. I'm not 100% sure if Okay, you heard that. I'm not 100% sure if the beep came through, but that other sound probably did. If anybody knows why my Xbox randomly turns on when I don't say or do anything to turn it on, please tell me. I appreciate it. Alright, so I think all I have is the other weeks, and then we'll be good. So, let me scroll down here. There we go. The stitching website of the week. This is actually one that Vicky Stitch and Button mentioned as well. But I will mention them too because I have also got patterns from them. Um, they are a person called she's called Stitch Area. Vicky says she had a different name before, but I don't remember what it was. But she is Stitch Area on Etsy, and once again, this will be obviously down below. She is from the Ukraine, so and I know that a lot of stitchers are being really awesome and getting patterns from stitchers in the Ukraine, which is great. Like I said, I got a couple from her. I think I got one from someone else as well, but I don't remember who it was. I'd have to go through my emails. Um, so definitely, if you have, and her patterns were super cheap. They're like $2 or $3, I think, maybe four, but they're very inexpensive. I got a really cool um it's a Marvel pattern, so it's the shape of the gauntlet, the Thanos' gauntlet, but instead of the actual gauntlet, it's got like different superheroes in it. Like I know Strange is in there, and Iron Man, and Captain America, Ant Man, I think, and Black Panther. So a whole bunch of the Marvel MCU superheroes. Um, and I want to say it was $3 or $4. I mean, it was really inexpensive. Um, and so that is something I will probably start sooner than later. Uh, I just have to figure out if I want to do it. It's done in monotone, monochrome, I guess. No, I know Vicky was saying she wants to do it in different colors. Yeah, I don't know if that came through, but there's another rumble. But anyway, so wow, it's a really long rumble. Anyway, so I don't know if I want to do it in different colors or just like maybe a very variegated one very variegated color. Um, I do have this rainbow. Yeah, you like you're awake after that, huh? I do have a rainbow color, which I don't know might be interesting. I haven't decided whether the rainbow would work for this pattern or not. If not, uh, I do have other variegated monotones that I could use. Do I get a kiss? Come here. Oh, there we go. Kitty kisses. But yeah, so I haven't decided. So if anybody has any suggestions, um, again, I'm definitely open to that. But anyway, so Stitch Area. She is the Stitchy website of the week. The non-Stitchy website of the week, since I've been talking about tea, obviously, and although what I'm drinking is not Earl Grey, I'm drinking, no, I'm drinking Earl Grey, sorry. Um, so Sips by um, box that I get, which I may have to take a break from as well because I have too much tea and not enough time to drink it. But They also have a blog, and a lot of times they do like they kind of tell you about the history of different teas. So they actually did one that's called Earl Grey Tea: History, Benefits, and How to Brew a Better Cup, um, which again will be below. And it's actually really fascinating, kind of the history about it, and kind of some of the information that they have in there. So worth a read. It's not that long, you know. It's just a little article on tea, but and maybe something of interest. Yeah, tea's definitely cold. Oh well. And the problem is I can't warm it back up in the microwave, but that's okay. Yeah, I have no idea if you guys are hearing that rumble, but it is rumbling bad out there. So I probably should go ahead and stop this pretty soon. Um, Last one is the bee fact. The fact that my cat is going to town over there on herself. Anyway, um, yeah, this is a good one, and I wish I'd had it for number 69, but yeah, oh well. The queen bee leaves its hive and copulates with at least 45 drones at a time. All the collected sperm will be stored in the spermatheca? Spermatheca, I guess. Anyway, leaving the queen with a lifetime supply. So there you go. That's, she gets around. Bow chicka bow wow. Anyway, no, not really, but anyway. Yeah, so that's a rather interesting bee fact. Not quite as interesting as the whole solitary bee thing. It's kind of the very opposite of the solitary bee thing from last year week. So there you go. Hmm. All right. I guess that is really about it, and we are going to go just under an hour. I honestly did not think that I would be able to do that. Um, Once again, I really, really hope that I did not go through that stitching too fast. Are you quite done with yourself? Apparently, you are quite done with yourself. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Look at those pretty eyes. And that little white spot. A little white spot. And I really don't want you to show them your butt, because I don't think anybody wants to see a cat butt. We talked about that a month or so ago about cat butts. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to find that, you can see where we talked about it. But anyway, all right. So I guess that is about it. So from Selena and Mr. B Scorn and myself, I will talk to you later, and I am going to go hide from the thunder. Bye.